Apparently, Meghan Markle's own talent agency is allegedly horrified over this Endgame drama stirred by her bestie, her Lickspittle Omid Scobie. And now it's going to cost her. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and yes, sources are coming in saying that her own talent agency, WME, Ari Emanuel, that team, is apparently horrified, exacerbated, mortified, all over the fact that she is not distancing herself from this scathing book that's attacking the royal family. Everyone was hoping that she'd be done with this drama, but no, she's connecting herself by being silent, and it's causing her some serious potential work. We are also going to be live later today around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there. Thanks to everybody who's been watching. There's so much to report on this, but I just want to make sure you guys are alerted to keep subscribing, hit that bell so you get notified on our royal coverage, as well as our other pop culture news coverage. And if you like the royal coverage we do, please make sure you go subscribe over to Popcorn Palace. We got a lot more of you watching these videos than are coming over to the royal channel, because eventually all the royal news will just be sourced over there. And I love that you guys watch this, but please head on over, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because that's where we do our source for daily royalty. Get it? I'll put a link up there. It should be there. It'll be at the end. Click the Royal Popcorn logo. Will you do that for me? That's today's sponsor, Popcorn Palace. Appreciate you guys. All right, but let's get to today's story, which is, yes, Meghan Markle's own talent agency horrified over Endgame by Omid Scobie. Now, this is coming in. Angela, the major critic of Prince Harry and Meghan Turner Next, formerly tweeted that Meghan's talent agency, William & Morris Endeavor, is horrified over Scobie's new book, I Wonder What They Might Do. And so Angela Levin, pretty good source. It seems to know her stuff. She's coming in there very upset. I wonder what they might do. The remarks came after Meghan's aides believed she needed to distance herself from Endgame, and she should do it fast to risk the fallout of destroying their future in the U.S. Earlier, senior production source at Hollywood agency WME confirmed to Daily Express there were potential deals on the table for Meghan that could just as quickly vanish if this continues. Aside from the race row, even the American public is growing weary of mean-spirited and downright cruel attacks on the Princess Kate. Whether or not Meghan or Harry were the sources of these, people will simply assume they were because of their past connections with Mr. Scobie, the source said. That's important for everyone to remember, because she can deny it all she wants. Scobie can deny it all she wants, but she was caught lying under oath saying she didn't give Scobie any source. And then, oh, well, I gave my aides who gave it to him. Come on, Meghan, we know what you were doing. And Harry knew what you were doing, because Harry was caught also in this discovery process where emails revealed that Harry said, we can't get caught with Meghan sharing this information. And of course they did. And so therefore the credibility of Omid Scobie is now shut out the window amidst so many other reasons, which we've detailed in quite detail in these videos. But yes, it's not just her agency. Her own aides are now horrified and exasperated as well. Everyone around her is frustrated that she won't just disavow it. Why won't she come forward? Everyone's out there. This deafening silence that we reported on this morning. What is the deal? Why won't she come forward? Even her own father who, tries not to chime in anymore, was asked and admitted, yes, this was unusual. He didn't obviously go on and attack his daughter. He's not trying to do that. He wants a relationship. He wants to see his grandkids, and he's been shut out by Meghan Markle. That's what Meghan Markle seems to do, is shut people out. And yes, he wrote another letter again. Meghan wrote her father a 5-page letter after the wedding. The existence of the letter was leaked to people by 5 of her friends 6 months later. Mr. Markle said, here we have another letter from my daughter, which is somehow made into the public domain. Another letter again. The fact that Harry and Meghan have not publicly distanced themselves from this strikes me as unusual. And again, it proves she likes to leak letters. This is how she threw her father under the bus. Remember all that? Yes, she did. And so Thomas having to come out to defend himself yet again, because she has completely tarnished and defamed him and made him look like he's just a moron out there catching money. And it's frustrating because he raised her. So he seems like a very good dude, and was just confused and trying to rally with all these adjustments in his life and the paparazzi bothering him. And what does she do to the man who raised her? Throw him under the bus, cut him out of her life, and say he's, all these terrible things. So good on for him coming forward and saying as well. But here all these aides have now come forward. Meghan Markle's new Hollywood handlers and image makers said they were horrified and exasperated that the couple's popularity is plummeting disastrously as a result of the reignited Palace Row, as well as the book Endgame's cruel and scathing attacks on the Princess of Wales. Facts. At the same time, and we talked about this over in Palace, but an exclusive UK Sunday Express opinion poll reveals 78% of British people, more than 3/4, believe Kate Middleton is a better role model than Meghan Markle, with a mere 22% voting. BBC correspondent Michael Cole backs the call for her and Prince Harry to immediately answer their critics. Harry must act. Only he can silence the racist storm engulfing the family. This week, King Charles will reportedly consider all options. Obviously, we heard that. But where this really gets into more interesting, as we reported, is that, yes, the agency's horrified, and there were apparently potential deals on the table for Meghan that could just as quickly vanish. This is the problem. There's so much there. Unless they immediately distance and denounce this book as either untrue or reported out of context, then they must expect to be part of the backlash against it. If they aren't seen to distance themselves from him, a string of deals being negotiated for Meghan, as well as their production company, Archewell, could all come undone at the drop of a hat. They're in a very difficult situation. Now they must figure out how to navigate their way out before any damage is done. Their very future as anything like a Hollywood power couple absolutely depends on that. And I do believe this. How they handle this is key, and their silence is not a good way to do it. It just shows that they're just sitting there like, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, remember how you used to do this to us? And a million no comments is like a death. Yeah, well, now you're doing it to them back like you're some bitter rivals getting your revenge and enjoying it. It just looks terrible. Scobie's often referred to as Meghan's mouthpiece, or her lickspittle, insisted that neither she nor Harry briefed him on the content. But clearly, people around them did. Their friends, their aides. Now, did they do it through Meghan like the last book? Clearly. So, again, it's frustrating. This is all semantics. Now, again, this is another key thing. He added that he's not close to Meghan. I'm not close to her. But he met the former Suits actress on a number of occasions, claiming if there's ever been a private encounter with Meghan, I've spoken about it. But there's enough people around them and in their orbit to know the ins and outs of things. So he's, again, of course he's met her. Of course he's met her in private. If there's ever been a private encounter, I've spoken about it. Yeah, you've had private encounters. You keep saying, you keep trying to make it sound like you haven't. You gloss over all that. You gloss over the emails that Prince Harry was caught doing. You just try to gloss over that to, again, victimize yourself and do that this whole trio does. We want privacy. We want privacy. That's what they do. They cry and they demand privacy. It's incredibly frustrating. And I want to play this clip. Kudos to the Royal Rogue who put this out there. But this is a savage clip. And I think this really does sum up Meghan. I got to be honest.
Well, I think Meghan Markle is a very sick individual.
But she's not here to defend herself, but no. She has said that she has mental health issues, so I don't know.
She clearly has. I think she's got real mental health issues because she manages to get offended by the most inoffensive things, and she was welcomed wholeheartedly into the royal family. The wedding she got was in no way diminished as a result of her being from an ethnic minority or anything like that. She was celebrated, and yet she bit the hand that fed her.
Facts. I will not sit here and allow her to continue years later, after she chose to leave and focus on her privacy, her family, and her own life, to continue to victimize herself by the royal family. Oh my God, move on already. And that includes your mouthpieces. Enough. Enough is enough. Why won't you disavow and denounce Omid and this book? Are you worried Omid's going to turn on you? Is that what's going to happen? Because I suspect that's what's going to happen. What do you guys think? We're going to talk about this and so much more today, later at 3 p.m. Eastern. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that bell, subscribe, hit the like, and I want to hear your comments down below. I appreciate you guys watching. We got so much more to cover here on Popcorn Planet, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. And subscribe to Palace. Click the Royal Popcorn and subscribe.